This is a 2012 Chevy 2500 gas truck, and it's been having issues with the fuel system, crank no start, and the fuel pump not working. So fuel pump was already replaced, the entire assembly was done, and fuel pump driver was diagnosed. That was done by myself. And then the guy drove the truck for a little while longer and just really intermittently will crank no start. He said if he comes out here and kind of beats on the fuse box, it'll work. He replaced the fuel pump relay. Still didn't work. So happened this morning. He called me. I came out to look at it, and here we are. So the first thing that I did was just take a look at the fuse diagram, and relays he said were already done, so I'm not going to take a look at those. But the first thing that I wanted to check was all the fuses related to the fuel system, because we definitely don't have any fuel pump prime with the key on. So we're looking at number 20, which is right there. So went in here. Number 20 is going to be that spot, and just wiggled the fuse around and pulled it out, and this is what I saw. So you can see one side of the fuse is burnt on both edges. It's strange that this fuse didn't pop. So that means that this is probably the feed side or the input side, and our output side is not the one pulling high current. So anyway, probably have a bad connection or something like that. So got to wiggling the fuse around while he had the key on or trying to crank the truck. Truck cranked right up, and then while it was running, I still wiggled this fuse around and I could see arcing down inside it. So this is a thing I've seen a couple times on GM trucks. Not this exact issue, but just wanted to take you guys for a look so you can see contacts in there are pretty wallowed out or melted. Let's take a look at a good one. See if you've got a little bit of reference. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Let me turn the fuse or light on here. Okay, so that top one is good, and the bottom one is clearly bad. So we're actually missing quite a bit of plastic in that bottom section there. So I was able to get a right angle pick down inside there, and it's going to be hard to come across in the video, but there's two little prongs, one there and one there. See, there and there. And on that side over there, they were spread apart pretty far. This side, you can barely see them. One there and one there. So there and there. And they were spread apart further on this right side, if I remember. So I was able to bend them back where they need to be, but I'm going to show you the next step on what you want to do short of replacing this fuse box. So bend those fuses better, or those prongs together a little bit better. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is make you a little strap out of sandpaper. So it's going to be, you want to make it a little bit thinner on the bottom than the fuse blade. And what you're going to do is wrap this around the fuse like that, and then you're going to push it in and out to clean those terminals, because chances are they got some of that black plastic melted onto them, or at least, you know, some oxidation. So on bigger fuses, you can sometimes stick a needle file in there. For these small ones, you can't. That's why we're doing this. So you can see I have that 400 grit sandpaper wrapped around there, and I left some little tabs on top for me to hold. And I'm just going to push this fuse in and out on both sides here, and that should clean it up a good bit. Now, I've already moved these prongs inwards, so it's going to be a little bit hard for me to push that in there. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the process. I don't know if I can video this or not. Alright, so now the fuse is in with the sandpaper in. Don't pull on the sandpaper, but pull on the fuse. Otherwise that sandpaper will just snap off down inside there. So you're just going to do that a couple of times, in and out. Ideally, you would just be holding the fuse the entire time, but since I've already bent the prongs in, there's a lot of pressure on them. That's what you're going to do. Just run that fuse up and down to clean those up, and then if you really want to, you can use something like this electrical contact cleaner to spray down inside there. That'll get all the dust and stuff away. And if you really want to, I guess you could put some battery protector on there, because once these things get oxidized, they will start to corrode. They'll lose their harder outer coating. But that's it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.